Haunted by the urge to watch more anime, but terrified of doing it alone, I crawled from the darkness of my room into the vanity of the void. There, I gathered 3 of my most handsome buds to watch just 3 episodes of a show. Together, we asked, is it good?
When I was young, I always liked cartoons.
So this week was my pick. We did Matt Damon of the Shadow Realm.
Starring Jason Statham.
Starring Jason Statham in name alone.
Yeah.
Man, it was so cool when he came onto the screen as a walking PNG.
I'm glad
and
they
just
did that.
started just winging one-liners. It was very fun.
No joke. I do like that when an anime will go out of its way to acknowledge like a real life celebrity or person, like the girl in Bruce Lee
or like a
jumpsuit did
real
in the
game,
show.
like Batum.
Or yeah, or like in Batum, where
Yeah, like
also a reference they made. Was this done by Madhouse?
did that.
Oh yeah. Well, Don has like the whole
Panda
like
Needles.
there's a huge plot point associated with that guy, which is kind of fun.
And then I think they got sued over that too, if I'm not mistaken.
That's
Wait, but
so
who sued them?
awesome. I hope they won that lawsuit.
Yeah.
When did Dan Deedles do that? Was that in season 2?
No, it's like the
a
first
real-life
episode.
Yeah,
Because like, what's her name?
talk show host?
Ais is like horny for the one guy, and who's like an actor. And then like we find out that what's his name? His name is
the exact same
Takahashi
name.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Takeshi.
Beat Takeshi. That's who she's horny for.
John
right?
Don.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah, every time like he says his name, she gets all horny.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's big fan.
Is there any actor who makes you horny? Like
Jason Statham.
for that
Jason Statham,
girl in the.
I want to lick his head.
Pretend it's a jawbreaker.
John Tron.
Honestly, yeah.
Gobstopper.
But yeah, so
If you could lick one bald celebrity's head, who would
Let
it
us
be?
know in the comments, please, what bald celebrity you'd want to lick their head the most.
Yeah, be real about. Be serious. I'm not. This isn't a joke. Like I need your number 1 picks.
yeah.
I like the
He's
chick.
obsessed
I like the
with
character in this show though.
But yeah,
that said
so
that she was
anyways,
into Jason Statham.
Wait,
we
which
watched
chick?
She's got good
Daemons of the Shadow Realm, which I picked because it was written and illustrated by Hiromu Arakawa, who did the Full Metal Alchemist manga. So I assumed this was going to be pretty sick. I also was told by someone that it was pretty good, and at this point there's only 3 episodes out, so we watched the 3 episodes.
It's like the 3 episode. Oh, the 3 episode rule.
Yeah.
It was a rule. It was the only rule in this case. Not even in Japan, right? There's no more episodes available in the home.
There's
the
no
homeland.
episode 4 yet. It comes out tomorrow. So
It's one of those simuldub situations where they get the
Seems like
Japanese finish the episode and then
Yeah.
the Americans are
Simuldub.
like, yeah, we have literally a week to get this dub finalized. That's probably why a lot of the characters sounded the way they did.
which I
like.
appreciated. I thought this
Yeah.
was good.
I like the voice
the one
cast a
girl
lot.
who's randomly slurring when she's laying down.
It
Yeah.
felt so much more organic and like
I feel like it was on purpose though. Like
yeah.
I feel like
The
they were
slurring?
she was supposed to be like hopped up on drugs or something.
yeah.
No, like
Oh, that would have made a
painkillers.
lot of sense. Was she on morphine when were they treating her wounds with some kind of
I
sedative?
assume they maybe did something. I didn't see it on screen. I like her because she's just like a little edgelord.
yeah.
And that instantly gets a pass.
and she just
Yeah,
like,
Gabby, she's
blows
great.
everyone's fucking head off. It's pretty-
Also, her
Her little
name's
chain
Gabby,
chomp.
which is like just the most edgelord name ever. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I feel like we all knew an edgy Gabby in high school.
Gabu-chan is her name in Japanese. It's pretty sick.
Gabo-chan.
Gab-chan.
Well, I think it's also supposed to be like Gaba, like gobble. in a way. You know?
Gobble Chan.
Gobble gobble.
Like
because
her
her
signature
things
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because they're a daemon. That makes sense.
Gobble gobble.
The gobbler.
Yep.
Yeah, I liked her little chain chomp.
Yeah, no, with the voices, it's like what I was saying is like I appreciate all the voice actors that are typically in like a lot of animated shows and whatever, but it's like I feel like it's really noticeable when you got some like new voices on the scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like it feels very fresh.
Funimation hires like 5 voice actors to do most of the work.
Which they're fantastic.
They'll
like I'm
hire
saying,
5 more
but
that you've never heard of, like in this show.
I feel like they're mixing it up more these days. But
I really hope
good.
they get like Jesse Pinkman to be like a character for like one episode. That'd be really cool.
yeah, we need more.
They're starting to do that. There's a pro wrestler that voices in Sakamoto Days. So they're slowly. I think the celebrity just has to be really into anime, and there's a more likely chance they'll be down.
I was more making fun of Invincible because I feel like they spend all their money on their voice budget, and they have like A-list actors play like side characters. And I was like, dude,
do they really?
Can you like spend more on the animation, please? Thank you.
Yeah, they got some big hitters in Invincible.
That's just American shows in general. They always do that.
So fucking stupid.
Yeah, hire the Funimation guys, Invincible. Those guys are probably down. They're good.
Yeah,
some
replace
of them
the whole
their
cast.
words a little bit, but it's charming.
That'd be funny.
Fire everyone. Just
fire everyone. Yeah.
But,
no, I like. Yeah, I liked this. It was fun.
how do you guys like the combination of technologies of like having the old technology or the old villagers in the modern world and that kind of contrast?
I was wondering that honestly, I like the way that was executed. That was
we were
fun.
making jokes about it because it starts off as like this like traditional feudal Japan styled thing, and I was like, it'd be funny if there's a 7-Eleven in the background, and then like all of a sudden like helicopters show up. Yeah, and it's like and then later we're at a literal convenience store, and it was like, oh okay, I guess that wasn't really a joke.
I feel like I don't feel like we're going back to that village for a long time. I think it's going to be all modern day Japan now. Well, technically the village was modern day Japan. It just didn't have the tech.
So wait, they had a barrier up that was preventing all of the modern day technology, radars and stuff from finding them? Is that what was going on?
I think it was hiding. Well, I think they maybe knew where it was, but like you can't get into it basically. There's like one special path that only that one guy knows.
Yeah.
Other than that, none of them know how to. Yeah, none of them know how to get in or out, and it like prevents you from getting in or out.
People got
and it went down.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
I didn't miss anything about the Unk guy, right? Because he in the beginning, it seems like he's tight with all the villagers and he's on their side, but then later he seems to be on the side of the guys that are wiping out the village.
No,
or
you're misinterpreting that. He is on the villagers' side. He murders
on the villagers'
soldiers.
side.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's on like a third party side. Like it seems like
no, he literally says his allegiance is to the grandma. Like he said, his family is like it was passed down like that duty. Same with the other girl. He works for the grandma.
Is it the grandma or his duty is to protect the sibling, the main guy, the main boy?
Yes, because the grandma told him to do that and said you must not get captured. That's what his allegiance is. He's on that side. It's not. He's not a third
grandma's
side.
Bad, isn't she bad?
She seems like she's bad. I mean, the actual sister clearly fucking was cool with killing everyone in this village.
The caged sister is the fake one, the one in the beginning.
It's like a simulacrum,
right? So in the first episode, you're thinking like, oh, this village boy has the perfect life. He's a blonde Aryan man in this Japanese village,
Yeah, dude,
Japanese
so
people.
hot.
So
Dude,
So
his,
hot.
his cock's huge. He's getting his dad's like pumping him full of white goo to protect his spirit energy.
He has all the white goo and spirit energy in the world. Nothing can go wrong. He deeply cares for his sister, who is in an underground cage the entire day.
all days.
All day of all days.
Not really explained either.
Yeah, it's
Never
not,
elaborated on. He's
But
just like, I
maybe
will
it's-
protect you.
Maybe it's a culture thing. Maybe in Japan they just do it.
Yeah, they just do that to your little sister. It's like,
Maybe-
oh,
yeah. That's the little sister cage.
That's,
Boy,
yeah,
they
that's where we
really
keep
know
the
how to
little
live
sister.
over there.
Yeah.
They got it right.
I mean, so the reason that deepfake simulacrum lives there is
Deep fake
basically
sister.
that dead-eyed deepfake simulacrum that lives in that cage is, I think it's supposed to be representative of keeping him trapped there, because clearly the grandma wants to keep him there and isn't telling him shit because he has no idea what's going on, so the audience has no idea what's going on.
He still thinks he's living in 1610.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they kind
He
of said
doesn't know-
that
Yeah.
the sister was like they kept the sister there to keep him there.
Yeah.
Did they
That's
Exactly. Took advantage
what
of
it was
his,
there.
his
So I think
his
it was
desire
a
to
visual
protect his
representation
sister.
of that by having her locked there, more than
okay.
it being
I was
like,
like,
Maybe they'll give
literal.
us a little bit of something of why that's just the way it was. Like
I'm sure
I hope
there's some
so.
like throwaway Jesus Christ reason, but I feel like it is also supposed to be visually representing that she is tying him there. Like it's a trap basically.
And it is you're right, it's a strong visual, but I do hope they elaborate on it, because the entire time he's, you know, the way that whole stuff was set up, you're like, we as the audience are like, the fuck? She's in this like fucking cage covered in dirt and she's all happy and he's like happy too. Like there's something
I
clearly
don't think
wrong
there was
here.
dirt in there. It was a clean cage. It was a clean little sister cage.
As far as little sister
but-
cages go, I guess it was pretty clean.
We're also talking about the show where like half the village gets killed and they're like cracking jokes. They're like,
cracking
oh,
one-liners,
yeah, they're like,
especially
oh,
Gabby.
boy.
Oh, can we talk about how Gabby like kills like 95% of the adults, including this like little child's like mother
Mom in front of her, like,
head, in
cuts
front of
the-
her
in
face.
front of her.
Yeah.
And then she's just like, Teehee, you're fine. I don't kill children. Like, that's not, like, ultimately the fucking worst, like, outcome that you could, like, I
No,
feel like
she's
it
a
would have
good
just been more, like,
she's a good
merciful
person.
to just kill the kid at that point.
she's an outstanding Japanese citizen. She doesn't kill.
Yeah, she's great. Dude, Gabby is
Have
my
you
favorite
ever
character.
lived in Japan? This is just what happened.
She's just such an edgelord. Oh my fucking god. I was like, is it just gonna be soldiers? And then Gabby shows up and it's just the fucking edgiest edgelord with twin tails, which gets
Femward
bonus points.
Elric.
Yeah,
Femward Elric is really good.
And then she just starts like fucking goring people. And you're like, oh, cool.
She elfin lides the entire
She
village.
elfin lides everyone. Yeah, and you're like, oh shit. So people have
Even do,
powers.
like the invisible, you see the invisible strands ripping people to shreds. It's so gory.
And then it's like, lol. And then the demon, like, he sends like one of his later, like a daemon goes to like help the village, and he finds the girl with the decapitated mother next to him. He's like, "Oh, are you okay, little girl?" And I'm like, okay, that's like a little weird tonally, but okay, whatever.
I like that though, and I swear that's like
You like
that's a
that?
hallmark of that
I
author.
think it's a little cheesy to do that personally, but
It reminded
It's fine.
it reminded me of Full Metal to an extent, because I haven't seen all of it, but I do remember.
I feel like when
parts
Full
in
Metal was
where
being
they,
serious, though, it was like it felt
They would
serious.
no, when they were serious, they would commit to it. But I remember like there's a couple of scenes where there'd be like a really funny, haha, goofy bit, and then it would hit you like just slam the brakes, and then now we're in serious drama.
That happened
Stakes
in
are
the
there.
beginning, like the first 10 episodes or whatever.
It really drops the humor after a while.
Well, when it's a military drama, like yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
when people start dying and shit. It's like
Yeah.
people stop laughing because
They don't.
Yeah.
So maybe in this show then, like maybe
No,
I
I'm saying it's a little
remember
weird
when,
because they didn't really do that, and like a bunch of people got fucking murdered.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I remember in the original FMA when Tucker turned, the whole like chimera situation. Then he turned to the camera and he was like, "Well, that wasn't supposed to happen," and everybody laughed.
Well, that just happened.
Well, I think I went a little bit too far there, buddy.
Yeah,
Whoop.
and fucking Armstrong showed up and started flexing. Everyone
Yeah,
laughed.
yeah. There's like a
Seinfeld
bunch of
theme
slaughtered like civilians, and Armstrong's just like flexing. That probably kind of happens.
So
but I feel
Gabby's
like
like a new element in a new formula then, because she's slaughtering everybody and cracking jokes.
Full Metal.
well, I don't have an issue with Gabby cracking jokes because she could just be a fucking sociopath. My problem is like everyone else is not like even the main character isn't taking it serious. He's like, oh, the village is under attack. He doesn't have like a single real moment of like fear or like acceptance of like these people I fucking lived with my entire life are getting slaughtered around me.
I
He
did
just kinda,
notice
like,
that
passed
his
it.
his
And he had a
sister
little
got,
goofy bit when he
got like exploded.
It was still
right?
good.
And he
It was
saw
still
that
good.
happen.
Still good,
But then he didn't know that his sister, like his fake sister, was fine, and yet he still was just like, well, okay, I guess
You mean
I'll
his real
let you
sister?
guys go, and then just like left. See ya. Like we
Yeah,
literally
his
like said
way
it like
cooler,
that.
hotter sister.
No, he had a moment where he was like freaking out.
Well, yeah, he was
I
freaking
feel
out.
like
But
that
what I'm
wasn't
saying is that
until
the
he
guy was like
confronted Gabby though.
his new friend was
The
just
fact-
like,
He had the moment after he watched his sister get head
Oh yeah,
exploded. He was like,
I-
my little sister.
my lolly.
Yeah.
Which, let's face it, that was really the only person in that whole village he cared about.
But then
Yeah,
like, you
age
quickly learn that
did
it
they
didn't
explain why she's in the cage?
matter.
No, they didn't.
We were yeah.
No, that's why I'm like, something's up here, but they never dwell on why she's in a cage.
I'm telling
Unless we
you.
all missed it, which is possible, but
It's very
I
possible.
mean,
If
I
someone
feel
could
like
please
it is
it out.
thematically the show that it's imprisoning him as well. But
Yeah, that works, but then just for that to work, there has to be some kind of like he has to realize that it's okay for her to be in this cage for a reason.
well, I mean,
doesn't- he
clearly
doesn't-
she was okay. He was okay with it because, like, why
Yeah,
did he like break her out?
Right.
And he was going there to give her his fake breast.
Yeah, the thing he keeps shoving in his shirt, the fake
Yeah, the ball.
little ball.
But it was interesting because the real version of her went to kill this version and didn't go. Maybe he went. Okay, wait. Maybe the real version of her, the eye patch one, went there
favorite.
because she thought the brother was there.
Oh. She went there and was like, brother, I thought you would be the one in this cage, but it
Yeah,
turns
or
out
something.
it's my shitty imposter.
I don't know though, because
And then she's like, don't you
they
remember
just
me?
want to keep the brother because the sister already left, ate delicious
she-
food, and got tall.
Got
tall
tall
and hot.
She's lived in Japan for 10 years and fluently speaks the language and is immersed in the culture.
Yeah, she's immersed in the culture. She has a huge,
She has a
strong
very
food cock.
lucrative YouTube channel.
Got that line.
Talks about Japanese games. She's beyond saving to them.
The fucking meme.
I love the sister. I want to see more of her. We didn't get a lot of her.
Yeah, there
beyond
wasn't
the
that much of her.
first
She
show.
has like a. She doesn't seem to have a daemon. She just has the power in general of like destruction. Sounds like the brother is going to be able to get the power of seal, and if the two forces ever meet, it'll like end the fucking world. I think the grandma is probably trying to end the world, and that's why she wants the brother. Or it's going to be like an allegory for nuclear weapons or something.
I can see
and
that.
Yeah, I
they
wouldn't be
kind of wanted to
surprised.
get him out of there so that that village didn't have a weapon that could kill all of them, basically. And that's why they were so violent when they attacked the village.
Yeah,
I don't
none
know.
of those villagers seemed like trained operatives. They got massacred pretty easily.
Yeah, but the intro kind of spoils it a little bit where they're all standing together, and I'm like, is that like a false thing, or are they all gonna be friends? Is he gonna hang out with Gabby and they're gonna high five each other? And she's gonna be like, remember when I killed all your friends? And he'll be like, yeah, that was awesome.
Good job.
Do
I
it
hated
again.
them anyways.
I fucking hated all of them.
Those fucking LARPers.
Ugh, fucking mog.
They weren't really Japanese even.
Not even Japanesey.
They were just a bunch of weebs trying to simulate life in a feudal Japanese village.
Now this is a story all about how my village got twisted upside down.
You could play that opening; it would have kind of worked. His life did get twisted upside down. He got in a little fight.
Yeah, that was the
His grandma
Fresh
got
Prince
scared.
of Neo Tokyo.
Fresh Prince of Damon.
It's a cool ass show, though. I'm into it.
It was fun. It's
fun.
Seems like it's a
got
slower pace, which I'm totally fine with. I feel like a lot of these 12 episode animes have to rush a little bit. So
This one's got
like
24.
24.
yeah. And I felt like episode 3 was like slower and it was just more like character moments. Like just him
He's trying to get
adjusting
adjusted
to Japan and shit.
Yeah.
And like
I do feel like they
exploring.
dropped a lot of characters really early. Like you just get a lot of characters, which sometimes is not a good thing.
well, how many do you think are actually relevant that aren't like in it?
No, they're probably all relevant, I think, but
I know, but like so far, it's the grandma.
There's the
We
twin.
have the two girls, Gabby and Eye Patch, and
you have the two twins. Like in the beginning, they're like, there's the blonde one, and then there's the other one who's like,
yeah, the main character in Eye Patch.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's got Unk
three.
and
What I
Bruce
will
Lee
say
girl.
is that like it's
we
weird
follow
because
them.
it's like
You have the Unk.
both like there's a lot that happens right there in like the first like 2 episodes basically, and then like but also there was a point where I was like, damn, we're still in the village even though it was like only like halfway through like the second episode or whatever. Like, so I felt like it was like paced really well is what I'm trying to say. Like for the information that was being given, like every character kind of got like enough time for an introduction that like we kind of like focused on them exclusively. I feel like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
for sure.
I think the only characters I wasn't really feeling as much as I wanted to was his 2 familiars. Like they're cool,
Yeah.
but I'm not super into their designs. I feel like they kind of clash a little bit, which is
I
you
like
know,
the
is
chick.
intentional.
The guy is kind of weird.
Yeah,
Like a weird design. It feels very generic.
I didn't like
yeah, the
them
Blanca.
at first, and I think they're not the strongest. They're definitely not the strongest. I think there's other characters with much better designs. But
Yeah, I think I agree. I think they're a little meh.
A little bland.
And they're like I'm not endeared to them yet, but they were okay.
they were cool. I feel like they were fine. They just
Yeah, they were
I
fine.
like
but
the
like,
blunt autism that they have. I feel like that'll
that is
kind of
fun.
be
Yeah,
funny
they're
as
like,
it keeps
where's the
going.
horses in this? I do like how they accept the dumbest explanations. Like, yeah, this is a metal carriage with horses in it, and they're like, okay, yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah,
For a
this
car.
cell phone is used to
Like,
send
you need
smoke
to-
They don't
signals
even check,
to
yeah.
people.
you need to feed the horses, right? Like,
Yeah, it's like he's like, no, I fed them this morning. Like, she just doesn't even want to deal with their shit. She's just like, yeah, no, I fed them this morning. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
that
it.
stuff like that's funny. Like the
I
fish out
thought
of water
that was-
stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was endearing.
yeah, like they were better than I thought. Okay, so my take on those two characters, when I first saw them, I thought they were gay. And then,
Same.
but by the end of the 3rd episode, I didn't mind them. Like they were.
I
Fine.
thought they were okay.
Yeah. I
It's like the other demons you see, or the daemons, they
Yeah.
got like crazy monster designs, and these guys just have like the blurry, like I don't know what they're even
Wolf
supposed to be
form thing.
like, wolf-like forms,
And I was like, oh, cool, they have a
generic
human
feudal
form, but
guys.
then they looked kind of like, I mean, they look like Oni.
Yeah, which that's what they're going for.
Yeah,
I just think
so-
you got your two main Shin Megami Tensei summons that are gonna like carry the action basically,
Yeah.
and they look kind of bland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also think that, like, I mean, maybe it'll happen in, like, episodes that are coming, but I feel like we understand that these are daemons, but we don't understand what, like, daemons are, right? Like, it'd have been cool to have, like, a little explanation, not like a
I don't
over
think it's
explanation, but just, like,
needed.
a little, like the guy with the bandana, I forget what his name was, the older guy.
Unk.
If he was just like, in the background, like he's on the phone and he's explaining, he's like, oh, he's he's unlocking his daemons or something,
That would suck.
and then like
I would hate that if they're just like,
would hate that?
let me exposition dump.
no, I'm not saying an exposition dump, like not like a whole fucking video essay on it. I'm just saying that like it would have been nice if there was like some like hints versus just like, oh yeah, there's just things here now and they're doing things, like
They sort of explained it. In the
They kind of
car a
breeze
little
over
bit.
it. It's really, I remember it's like brief, right? He's like, you remember any cryptid or creature you've heard
Yeah, they
of?
do
That's
that.
what
You're right.
these are. It's very brief because I guess they're like, the audience is, you know how many demon shows are in anime
that's
nowadays?
fair.
The audience gets it.
That I kind of see like why, like what you mean, but do they need to explain it because it's already like done in other stuff? They're like summons that are based
Yeah.
on like cryptids.
Yeah, well, it's more how does this specific instance of these things function is more what's important.
Yeah, as long as they don't do it like a Jujutsu Kaisen and a bunch of other shonens do, where it's just like, here's a bunch of key art of all of the things while the character's explaining what they are, and then there's like maybe a piffy little brief animation of showing how the powers work.
Yeah, it
while the
doesn't need to
character's
be
just
like,
talking and explaining
Well, you
it.
see, if
as
I put
opposed
my
to you,
finger up
be
my bunghole.
over-explained or long or anything
as
like
opposed to you
that.
seeing it.
But I also don't think that like relying on the idea that people have like consumed other media that hits the notes of like what you're trying to do is like a good like storytelling strategy.
We'll see
You know what
in
I
the
mean?
ratings.
Like there's
If the show's
like for
doing-
example, I love Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, the movie, but there's a lot of people that think the movie's shit. And the reason there's a lot of people that think the movie's shit is because of personal taste, but also because it relies entirely on having you played the original Final Fantasy VII. If you've never played that game and you try to watch that movie, it makes no fucking sense, right? And it's like, I don't think it's like a good, like I'm saying in that movie, right? They do explain some stuff, but it's like it's not a good storytelling direction to be like, yeah, like you'll understand this if you've watched other anime.
You
It's
shouldn't
like,
rely
yeah,
on
but
it. You shouldn't rely on it. But also, it's like, if you're doing a zombie movie, do you need to explain
Explain what zombies
what
are.
zombies are?
But
I mean,
yes,
Really
you
good.
need to
They-
get, if you're doing
they
a zombie
explain
movie,
it.
you have to give a cringe, weird explanation of like, oh, it's the Z virus, and there were
common cold.
but they did do that. So what are you like? What is mysterious or like what is unknown right now?
Oh,
'Cause
no,
they did
it's-
explain it.
What is unknown is like who has these powers, why, and what relevance they have to the greater
they
world, which
explain
might
it
be
as they
explained.
have always been around, and they were used in like feudal Japan to basically like war over the nation.
do errands.
They did a zoom out thing where they showed the picture of the country, and they were explaining.
You
the
are
history
correct
of them.
that this was happening. I gotta admit, I'm pretty tired right now, so like I might be forgetting key points.
I wish they had
and again, I'm
like
not
a
saying
British
that,
guy
like,
would come in
we
and be
also
like,
talk
here's a
over
Doulahan.
We do talk a lot.
Yeah.
but
But no, I think they did an okay job of explaining it. I don't think they spent too long explaining it.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, we've seen enough of these shows, man. You don't have to.
They did like the bare minimum, like for a zombie movie where they're like, after the G virus got released by accident, the whole world changed.
yeah, or like
After the end of World War
best-
II,
the best
demons were
way-
split into two.
The best way
East
you
and
could do it is like Train to Busan, where they just show I'm pretty sure all they show is the deer getting infected and then turning into a zombie, and then you kind of know it's like, oh, it's like a
Show not
virus.
tell.
Because it's like you see it get hit, like die, and then it comes back to life. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, it's a fucking zombie virus, and that's it. And you don't.
Yeah,
know.
which is a good show not tell. It's very Gendy Tortakowski of them. Yeah,
And it's very. It takes
they
3
probably
seconds.
butchered that name.
I'll bet you by episode 4 when the awesome sister comes back, they'll do an explanation like everything that you're.
She just
like,
stands there for 30 minutes and just lore dumps. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
It'll probably be like in a sideline where like people have had these powers for millions of
Yeah,
years.
she straight up just Emperor New Grooves it and just pauses the frame and walks in and is like, you're probably wondering
Probably
how all
like
this works.
one of those.
Well, let me explain.
She
back in
explains
the-
what a cell phone is to the audience. She's like, yeah, these are like smoke signals.
That sounds like very
That
like
bit was funny.
I don't think
I
it
thought it
would
was
work
funny,
in
too.
this show, but it does sound like something like that, like a show like in the era of like Azumanga Daioh or something would like do. Like just some stupid exposition dump, but it's like intentionally dumb.
That could be funny too. Just make the exposition dump entertaining, because I swear there's so many shows where we're just watching still images set to a narration,
Yeah, they can't
Yeah,
spend time.
and I always fall
explaining-
asleep.
They can't spend time explaining lore when they have to explain the cell phones for the lulz. I do
Yeah, I
like
think-
though that they like
I need that.
just immediately like pretend to completely understand. They're like, oh yeah, of course. Whatever
No,
you said,
that's
that's
like-
exactly what it is.
That's what I'm saying. Is like
I
there's
do,
like a lot of like visual exposition versus like just explanation exposition.
yeah,
which
as
is-
much as I do enjoy it, I think it's fun. Like it, you can't just. They gotta stop doing that eventually, right? Like,
Yeah,
if
I
you-
don't think they lingered on it for too long.
No,
though.
they
It's usually
haven't
like
yet. But I'm just like wondering, because like if you think about it, those characters are gonna see a whole lot more shit where they're gonna be like, I don't know what that is, derp, and it's like, are they gonna do that with everything? Probably
yeah,
not.
he's gonna be like, "What is this?" And his sister will be like, "This is called a condom. You put it on."
Yeah.
Really? We
Yeah,
used to
he's-
use
let me show you how
skin.
you use this.
It feels better.
I really
without
like
it.
the idea.
Feels better
that
without
he has
it, though.
to, like,
brother.
he has to fill out like an application for an apartment, like do
one of those
taxes,
shows.
get a job.
Gotta get married.
Yeah,
Let's get married.
Oh yeah, I love that. Was a funny scene. The Unk's just trying to.
they have to explain like
I like
taxes
those, I like
to-
those
to 'em.
characters.
They're fun. Yeah, I dig them.
Gabby's my favorite just because
I like
she's a
Gabby.
fucking
I like
psycho.
I like the Bruce Lee fit chick. I also like what's his name? I thought he was saying Dada, but it's Dura, I think.
Data,
Data.
yeah.
Oh
His
yeah, the
name
guy with the
is-
glasses.
That's not his real name though.
Yeah, I actually like him a lot
Yeah, his
too.
real
He's-
name's
he's
Unk.
kind of fun.
Unk's cool.
The standout character to all of us was the boss guy with the glasses who is just phoning it in the
Yeah.
entire time. That actor who they got for the dub.
Oh my
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
God. It's like
I
he
like-
just didn't even fucking try.
Oh yeah,
I actually really
I know.
like
I
his
know for a
voice.
fact he didn't try because I looked it up, and that actor is Jerry Jewell, who is like a Funimation veteran. He's like Detective Conan. He's Caesar Clown. He's done a lot of big roles. He is like. I don't know. He just like is asleep at the mic in this, and it actually works. But it's
Well,
kinda
I don't
sad
know if it's a
knowing that-
mixing
He's like
issue
the Arnold
as well.
Schwarzenegger
If it was just like
of the voice
mixed
acting
shittily.
world, right?
It's mixed shittily. His deliveries are like. Are the
I know his deliveries are like that, but maybe it's also just like it's not mixed properly because it just sounds like he's. It sounds like he fucking called it in on the phone or some shit. And it's like,
Yeah, they're just- they're
his
just on a
energy
Zoom
is
He's
meeting.
supposed to be aloof. He's supposed to be like a I get what they're going for, but the way it was mixed and delivered, it sounded like an amateur, and then which would have made it more endearing. We were talking about that, where it's like this is awesome. It's just this guy's first voice role, and he hasn't figured it out yet. He's trying to find it, and then it's like, oh wait, no, this guy is he's been working since like the '90s. I guess he just lost interest.
he's like, this show sucks.
Probably like this show sucks, man. Fuck this.
He's
I
like,
just gotta- I
he
sound
like walks
that's
up to
right.
like Gabby and the girl who are sitting on a bench with like a bunch of medical people, and he's just like, "Yeah, what's up? Are you guys like here?"
Do you want some morphine?
Some morphine.
It sounds like he's like Napoleon Dynamite.
I don't even remember what he said. It was just like the most uninterested delivery ever. He's like, yeah.
It took us out of the show. We were like, are you for real?
It was fucking funny though. I kind of want to re-listen
Yeah, no, it
to
is.
that
It is.
line.
I shouldn't be harping on it because it did bring us joy. But man, that's a easy gig. I hope he got paid a lot to do that.
Probably.
Aren't all voice actors rich? I feel like the life. I always look at it like you're living like a rock star if you're a working voice actor.
Yeah, I'm sure all of them
I hope
have
so.
their own like yacht company that makes them a yacht once a week.
The ones that I met in California, they all owned a car, and I'm like, God, you people are so fucking rich. How do you?
Wait, like a they didn't rent the
That's
car.
the
They
standard.
own like a
It's
whole
like a-
car to themselves.
No, they owned
It's
a
like
whole
a fucking
car.
junkyard
A
dumper.
whole
And you're just
car.
like, oh, you must be rich.
Holy shit, dude.
That's
like
like
a
my.
fucking-
Wait, you have a house?
I mean, you did say working voice actor.
Yeah. So,
yeah. I mean, yeah,
once you get the
wouldn't it be
the big
nice to be a working anything? you know?
anything,
Yeah. It's like
it
Yeah.
does come. It does come with perks.
Having a job would be so cool in
versus like
2026.
a non-working voice actor. I mean,
Well, some of the ones in the dub sounded like. I mean,
He
I
was
looked
not
it up.
working,
No,
man. He was not fucking working.
I don't know.
No, in the sense that they
enjoy
haven't
it.
broken in yet, but they're well on their way. After the show, after the bucks start flowing in from the show, someone's getting a car. I know it.
I loved it. I thought the weird sounding voices were the best. Like Gabby.
Yeah, don't get me
sounded
wrong
kinda
either.
weird.
I also
Yeah,
dig
Gabby-
it.
yeah,
Like,
Gabby
it's
sounded
also-
bizarre. To be, like,
and then she
super slurred.
started like slurring randomly.
It's
Like,
fucking
Sounded
funny.
Drunk. Like,
Yeah,
Well,
she's
she
like,
was, it was
"Ah."
probably because she was like losing blood.
She was trying to save me.
No, that was.
Did she say that
I
to
think the voice
sister?
acting
She's like,
cast
You're
is
saving
pretty
me,
cool,
right?
actually.
I'm your favorite.
You're saving me, right, big sister?
Hee hee.
She
thought
said
that-
giggity giggity a lot. It was funny. Same Gabby from Attack on Titan, crazy, right?
Yeah,
The one and only.
Gabu-chan.
She should kill more people. She's
Yeah,
fun
she
watching her
should.
do it. Gobble gobble.
I liked her. Yeah, gobble gobble. I liked her twin tails and shit. Just like a hoodie. What'd she have? Like leggings
Femward
and, like,
Elric
a
is really
short?
good. Was that Clay that coined
Yeah,
that?
that was Clay. That was a good one.
Which one?
Femric Elric.
Oh yeah, Femward Elric.
That's just a funny name.
Do you feel like
can't
they set
unsee it.
up the main characters well?
Main characters, yeah, I think pretty good.
I think they're pretty. I think the main guy is kind of like a
little
little
generic
like
goon.
blank slate, but like I think he's supposed to be a bit.
Like, okay, I'm just gonna compare it to Full Metal because the same mangaka, but like,
Yeah.
okay, so Full Metal within the first 3 episodes, you know, they lost their bodies to try to bring their mom back, and their goal is to regain their bodies. You don't necessarily know all the bigger picture shit, like, you know, the corruption in the government and all that stuff, and the mutation circle that's like the whole fucking country and all that type of shit. You don't know anything about that. It is hinted though, but you do know like their goals are very specific in getting their bodies back.
Yeah, they want to
Very
get a
solid
philosopher's
motivation.
stone initially. Because
Yeah.
they don't
Well,
know
the-
how they're made.
The Philosopher's Stone is in order to get their bodies back. But you
Exactly.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that
Yeah.
was why
I'm
what they were
like-
getting.
I'm like, what that we don't really have a specific goal for the what's his name, Yuru or Asa, Yuru, I think.
I do think it's a little
Yeah,
bit.
it is.
It's a
Yeah,
little bit of an
Sun-
opposite like approach though, because with like Edward and Alphonse, it was like a very like they have like a very set thing. Whereas like in this, so far like all we know about the main character is that he basically was Truman showed for like his entire life.
It's Jim Carrey.
Right. And like now he's like, what's a bathroom? Right. Like now he's like discovering everything for the first time in the modern world.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
But he does have a goal. He wants to find his sister. But
This is
I
also
think
true.
right now
Hotter
Unk's
sister.
goal is more
I guess it's more.
of the focus right now,
Yeah.
at least. Which is just to keep him away from that group and hide him.
Yeah,
I
from
want to
the
see them all
government.
be cool friends in the intro.
Like in the intro where they're all hanging out and like sharing drinks.
It's probably for our sake. It's like, hey, if you're in case you're finding this slow, just know that all these cool characters are going to eventually get together and team up to, I guess, kill the grandma or something.
I didn't even think it was slow. There was a lot going on. I mean, they
In
answered
case
a
you
lot.
were wondering
pretty
what these
quick.
guys were about, because it would be a lot to. Actually, you know what? I kind of wish they, in hindsight, I wish they didn't establish right away. Because episode 2, the opening plays, and you're like, wait, these mass murderers are actually the good guys. Just having a little bit more of a, what are these guys about? Because I like watching them, even though they're doing heinous things.
Yeah, it's kind of why Gate's fun, right? Because it's like modern military fucking up medieval shit.
Yeah. But then with Gate, you kind of know who to root for. When that no, in the opening, right? They're just slaughtering a bunch of elves.
Well, they're like, it's self-defense. I was doing air quotes.
It's kind of interesting
doing
when it's
attacked.
like
Gate had like fun perspective switches where it was like a kingdom like trying to fight them, and he's like, I'm gonna send like 1 trillion men in a straight line at them and we're gonna kick their ass, and then they just get mowed down by machine guns, and he's like, what the fuck, like how did I lose this? And it's just
My army was the most powerful.
and it's so like devastating, like it's kind of like a horror of like war, it's just modern
And then
warfare.
you cut
It's
to
like,
the main
fuck,
characters that
it's
are all in
so-
the military and they're bored.
Yeah, they're just bored fucking shooting these guys walking over. But it was like from this like knight or someone's perspective. It's been a while since I've seen it. And I'm like, damn, that's like pretty fucked, because it's like war's so like modern warfare is very impersonal. It's just like horrifying. So I thought that was kind of a cool part. But I digress.
you folks
That's
listening
a
to-
completely different tangent.
No, but like we should cover Gate at some point, because for those listening at home, 3-episode rule. We used to just do this pretty much every weekend. We would just get together, watch a random anime that Derek or Danny wanted to watch, sometimes me, and then just talk about it for years before we were like, maybe we should just record this.
We watched way more than 3 episodes.
Yeah, it was a lot more than 3.
We watched a lot of that.
But over time, because we would do it in spurts.
We gotta do fucking Bluebus and Redis or whatever the fuck. Big Gold.
Bluebus.
Bluebus.
Redis.
What did you just say?
Bluebus and Redis. You don't remember the fucking iconic line? It was like one of those VHS OVAs that was just on YouTube. Remember that was like we were hanging out and I'm like, hey, I found old ass anime online.
Bluebus and Redis.
The
Yeah,
horror?
do you remember that? It's like some girl
I don't think
sitting
I was
in a
there for
room
that
half
one.
naked, and she's like Bluebus, Redis, and these 2 fucking cool mechs that's blue and red show up.
No way.
It's the fucking funniest shit ever.
They're named
pull that up.
Bluebus and Redis.
Bluebus and Redis.
It's like Blue Boss. It's not like exactly Bluebus and Redis. It's one of those names is correct. I always misremember it as Bluebus and Redis. It might be
think
like
that's what you-
Blueba and Redis. I don't fucking remember.
We gotta watch. It was in English because it's an OVA.
Yes, it was in fucking English. And she's sitting in a
Damn.
black room on like a chair, half naked, like with her legs crossed. And she's like Bluebus, Redis, and these fucking really cool mechs show up from the darkness. And then she goes, go to Earth
Damn.
and kill the main character.
That rocks.
I'll fucking try to find it. It's so fucking
That's so
funny.
fucking funny.
I think that's why I like the dub of this though. All the things I said barring, but like this dub felt like an old OVA where you just got a bunch of people that have either never done this before or were just around at the time that they needed the dub, because this is simulcast, so I know this
Yeah.
is rushed.
I feel like part of the charm of a good anime dub is like that it's just a bunch of randos.
I don't know. I thought Unk had a really cool voice. His voice actor.
Yeah, I thought he was good.
Did really well. I mean, the main guys sounded like the twins. Both sounded like anime,
Yeah.
like
Anime folks.
anime kids.
Gabby was really a standout.
I liked Gabby's fucking drunk slurs. I like.
Yeah.
I like the idea that the actor was just drunk too.
Just shit faced.
Yeah, I don't know.
She saved me.
I think everyone was pretty good.
I just came from my bestie's bachelorette party. I'm kind of fucked up.
I can see Gabby fucking just being a drunk. Should be
It
funny.
works. It works for that character.
Yeah. So what do we think? Pretty good. We'd
0
watch
out of
more
10.
it.
Don't just destroy all of it. No, I want to watch more.
Yeah, I'm probably
do
gonna
wanna
keep
watch
up with
more.
this one. This one.
I was disappointed when I realized the episode ended because I was like, oh, I wanted to watch more, and there is
Yeah,
no more.
That's a
right
good
now.
sign. Yeah, when we're like, oh, but there's more.
That's how you know.
I don't wanna go to
that
bed yet.
Like, that's how you know it's good because like Derek is very blunt when it comes to how he feels about
I'm
shows
never happy.
sometimes. Yeah, and like there's so many
It's
times
very
we're
rare
watching
for
stuff
Derek
and like
to exhibit joy.
we're all just enjoying it, and then Derek's just like, oh,
I hate
These
it.
3 episodes can't go fast enough.
why are we still watching this? Like Batum, like everybody loved Batum except for Derek. Like we were all like on our toes, just watching for every plot twist that happened.
I was so happy when that shit
Danny-
was over. I'm pretty sure I just took like 7 piss breaks during that.
I'm not missing much.
Batum was so rough.
It was so bad.
God damn.
I think I've said it before on the pod, but like I did end up finishing that show, and I was watching it in ×2 speed, and it was still going too slow.
That's
still
the
a
one
slog?
with the
Jesus.
rapey guy.
Yeah, which mind
one?
you, this shit doesn't happen. I mean, I'm sure it happens somewhere in the manga, but it doesn't happen like in the first part of the manga. I was reading it, like they don't even introduce those characters.
God,
It's wild.
that's just
Oh, they just added that for the show?
Yeah, they just added it for some fucking booba, like weird sexual booba interaction, I guess.
No, with the
They were just
otaku
like, this
guy,
shit's so
like,
ass. We
diddling
need to
her
add
tits.
like, like
quick,
sexual
quick, we're losing them.
perversion. We need
losing them
fan
quick.
service that nobody
Add some
wants. Yeah,
Yeah, put a little of that in there.
I feel like whoever was directing that was just like self-inserting their own weird fucked up
That
fetishes
was
the
their
whole
OC.
time.
yeah. All right, guys.
It did. I mean, the boob groping scene did go on for quite a while. It makes a lot of sense that it would be somebody's fantasy.
Yeah, it's not even in the fucking manga. Like, what the
Not
fuck?
even for a panel.
Like, I'm sure it might be like later in the manga, but it's not where it's placed in the anime. Like, the anime or the manga just goes like it just goes to 10 really fast. Like,
How many people do you think it took to animate the guy like biting her bra and jiggling her tits with his mouth, like motorboating her through the bra?
Probably
This is one guy.
One
The whole
guy.
show was made by one guy.
I'll animate this for free, boss.
Yeah. If you told me it was just one guy and he fucking
That guy
just,
made
like,
it in a cave with a box of scraps.
yeah, if you told me the whole show was made by one guy, I'd suddenly like, I'd be like, you know what? This guy had a vision.
Clay, you need to
Respect.
start up another podcast where you just talk about Batum.
Batumcast.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, it's just like Batum in the real world.
And
And I'll start it up and I'll be like, guys, this is like Batum in the real world.
No, you gotta say it like a question. Like, is this Batum
That's
in
the
the real
stinger.
world?
Is this Batum in the real world?
Because he never
And then
gets it. He never
And then I
understands.
start analyzing like real life like war footage. And I'm just like, this is
It's gonna get big
This
to
is
the
similar
point
to
where you're gonna have the
Batum.
director of Batum on,
It's
like
just like
interviewing
Batum.
him.
He'll fucking kill you.
all right, let's stop talking about fucking Batum and do
Gonna chuck
some
bombs at you.
questions of the week. From our 3-episode rule Discord, R4TZ asks, I'm gonna kind of
Isn't that a car? R40TZ.
I'm going to translate
Toyota made an
this
engine
a little bit here.
named after that.
Basically, do you guys make content besides reacting to anime? How about shorts?
Like on the pod.
And then he says maybe like reviewing manga that you read or make some recommendations.
Huh.
I think everybody does a little of their own things, whether it's just drawing or making shit. This is cool because this is like we got somebody listening who doesn't know who the fuck Matt is. That's beautiful. Finally.
Thank God.
Everyone is like, oh, Matty Burrito's my hero. And then they start fucking
I want to
jizzing
choke
everywhere.
on his burrito.
Yeah. It's
I feel bad. I'm so sorry then, because they probably listen to this and they're like all of the whatever picture
They
of them,
don't even hear
esteemed
anybody
picture of them
else.
they had of me in their head
Just
is
mute
just
all my
gone.
tracks. It's just Matt talking.
Yeah, it's just like we're all just white noise except for Maddie.
Oh, Daddy is speaking.
Daddy Matt is speaking.
Daddy burrito.
Well, you know what? If that's the case, I will immediately abuse whatever psychological influence I have and be like, subscribe to the page,
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
Well,
Give $1 million
Give us
a
your
month
money.
to the Patreon.
So to
All of
Hear
it.
my voice.
Give us them burrito bucks.
so to answer the
For my
question,
burritos. Danny, I think the question that he was asking, like, what does 3-episode rule have outside of just reviewing the animes?
That's kind of what I thought.
Not what we do
Yeah.
personally, but us as a unit. What else can we provide the folks at home with? Which is a valid question,
Yeah, I mean,
but I don't want to do any extra work.
I did. Dude, I did the shorts for a while, and then I was
That's
like,
all you, by the way. That's all
would-
Danny. I mean, they're good.
Yeah,
edits, they're
Danny.
good edits.
Let's call out Danny. He's our little bit. No, I'm kidding. He's
Danny.
fucking.
Let's make a call-out post on Danny.
He does.
It's a stocks
Finally.
Danny.
He does so much for this, and
Truly.
we
He's
thank
also
you so
editing.
much, Danny.
Danny's
stopped
also the guy
doing
who
it.
syncs up
We
all of
really
this
are the
garbage
reason
audio
this
we have.
pod has gotten this far.
You are the
The
turd.
beating heart of this
I-
pod.
I stopped doing the shorts because I was like, hey, I want to do something else. I like only had free time. All my free time was like doing this shit, and I'm like, I don't want. I'm good. So-
Danny stopped doing the shorts because he's like, oh my god, wait, I have a family.
Well, that's not free time.
Yeah,
Like,
your
when
9
I'm-
children.
Yeah, my 26
Oh, yeah, true.
children that I adopted from fucking Iran or whatever. No, so
Wait, that's 26 new children because your other 26 were from Israel.
yeah.
The 26 children Danny adopted after Gabby slaughtered their parents with her daemon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Japanese
I just
ones.
needed some time to do other shit. So I'm like, I don't fucking even like short content. I don't like watching it. So why am I making it?
I have
Although it
shorts
is-
disabled.
It is very helpful. People watch it. It is
Yeah,
helpful.
it's like that's how people discover stuff a lot nowadays. Is like
Yeah,
through
so-
clips, basically.
I love it and I hate it
Yeah.
at the same time.
So I'm like, fuck it. I'll just stop doing it for a while. Maybe one day I'll just do a bunch of it and schedule it out. And I did that a couple times, but I haven't done it in a while. But yeah, I
It
don't
works
have-
though, man. Like I've discovered shows through just clips. I'm like, what is
Of course,
this?
yeah.
Who's this fine ass lady on the thumbnail? Hang on, what show is this?
Boku no Pico. Sign me.
Mamma Mia!
Mamma mia.
Where can I? Is this on Crunchyroll?
Wouldn't that get you banned if you posted clips of that show?
Well, I remember that was like a meme at the time. It was
Yeah.
like everyone reacting to watching it. They didn't show any clips. Or maybe they showed clips,
Right.
but they cut around it. And then they're like, oh, I never actually watched it. I was like, I don't care. This is stupid.
all the
But-
times where I've even joked about it, people are like, "You don't want to watch it."
Yeah,
It's
I don't,
just a meme.
it was
it's-
a meme.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's.
yeah, that makes
I think it's one of those things where it's like it's not really the worst thing, but it was like the worst thing that was like in the public eye at the time. Like it's bad.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's,
From
it's
what
got
my coworker
some
told me, she's
nasty,
like-
ideas, but
Is it really not? Because allegedly, there's a scene where the little Zatch Bell boy gets ice cubes shoved up his ass by the Unk.
yeah, I mean
I'm
it's fucking insane. I'm not saying
Is it
isn't.
implied
I'm
at
just
least?
saying
Because
that, like,
I would never in a million years be like, oh, let's watch this.
That sounds
kinda
pretty good,
goofy.
actually. Yeah, I think we did our Boku no Pico review, so I think we're good. And we never have to talk about it again.
You want to talk about someone making stuff with a vision?
we should make our Patreon like if someone gives us like
A
$1
yacht.
million.
Okay, wait, there's
If-
money involved now?
If,
Yeah,
if we have a
maybe. All
white
right.
whale, they'll
We'll watch
then
it
we'll
for
watch
you.
Boku no Pico.
All right, you heard it
You can
here
be in
first.
the
If
watch-
we
we'll have
make
a watch
$1
party with you.
million,
All right.
We'll watch
we
Boku
will
no
watch
Pico
Boku
for,
no
for
Pico.
sure.
All right. So
1 mil
the-
on Patreon is almost as much as like furry artists I've seen on Patreon make. So we'd be like in the
Yeah, and then
upper
Patreon's
echelon.
gonna take like 30% of it, so we're only gonna make like 500,000.
All right. So none of us are gonna actually answer the question. We don't do anything else besides this. We're fucking. Yeah, we do nothing. So I have
Wait,
another.
there's a
If you have suggestions, though, go
Yeah.
ahead and
We
say them.
Thought about
Because
doing
maybe
some, like,
we'll
game
look at
stuff.
that and we'll be like, "Oh, that's really cool," and it won't require a lot more effort, or maybe
fine.
we'll,
We've
let's
thought
do it.
about, Yeah, we've thought about doing the game thing, like 3 hour rule.
yeah, Tur plays.
Yeah,
Yeah, play some like PS2 games, like that era.
that could be fun. I mean, we did a movie last week, so we could do anything now, you know?
wait. No,
Yeah,
Jada, we hallucinated
broke-
about
we
it.
Our
broke the
shackles
rule.
have been. Yeah, we did ayahuasca.
We're
and fucking-
freed like
Yeah.
Genie.
Well,
We don't
smoked
actually
some
condone
crack
piracy
and,
like that.
Yeah,
I think.
But anyways,
I think.
outside, we all do personal things. I don't really post
Yeah,
because I'm a
I sweat on
Howard.
my thumb sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Matt posted like one video at some point.
Yeah, Matt's
posted
done like one
Something.
thing.
I don't know. He's
ever.
pretty
I'll
small.
do
up and
things, but
coming.
it's never the things anyone wants. Like I'll post a thing, and then they'll be like, "Wait, this isn't. What? There's no Pokemon in this. I'm not interested."
Yeah, they're like, I want Pokemon. You post a clip of like Pirate Software going, "Eat my whole ass."
Eat my
Yeah,
entire
it's
ass.
like, dude, I just reanimated all of Pirate Software saying that he wants you to eat his ass, and you're telling me you want Pokemon instead of this.
Yeah, that's
My
fucked
God.
up. You gotta combine
No.
them.
Yeah, all you
Yeah,
gotta
maybe
do
I
is
should-
just make it like
Turn
like
Pirate
fucking
Software,
Charizard saying
Pokemon.
that or something, and
Yeah.
people will be like, "Oh,
I do want to eat Charizard's ass.
oh yeah,
Oh, eat Charizard's ass. I don't know what that voice was.
Charizard's ass."
Charizard's ass.
Charizard's ass.
Why'd you go? You kind of went Stamper there for a second. Eat Charizard ass.
Eat Charizard's ass.
If I had the choice. I'm just kidding. They don't know. It's maybe like one guy out of like 10 that says it in every.
I
post,
say it.
but-
That's me.
Yeah,
it's all
All my
Derek.
alts.
It's just
I have to remember
Derek.
that's all Derek on a burner account
Yeah.
fucking with me.
Because I fucking love Pokemon and I talk about it all the time. It's kind of funny because
his favorite.
I have like very little. All my friends love Pokemon and I don't have a problem with Pokemon. I think Pokemon's fine. But like, I didn't have the games as a kid, so I don't care.
You really do.
I-
You really need those games as a kid to be fully invested.
Dude,
in
I
it,
think that's
swear.
like, I think that's literally the only difference because I played the most autistic shit ever. I think I would have been way into it and I would be spending stupid money on Pokemon cards. Thank God I am not burdened with that curse. I do not give a single fuck about a Pokemon card.
It's
don't,
probably healthier from what I've
I
seen.
don't either, but I played the games. I think the games are fun. Like
Yeah, like I like
I recently played
Pokemon.
the game.
I am not. I mean, like At one point I was collecting the cards. I feel like I have the same issue with like Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! And like any card game nowadays. It's just that they're like there's too much going on with it. Like back when it was like one set and like, you know, there was only like so many cards. That was when it was like fire, because it was like, oh, there's like you can actually collect them. You know what I mean? Nowadays
it was
it's like
possible at one point.
I don't know what the fuck. You know, there's like 72 versions of every card. There's like 1,000 fucking Pokemon. It's like, and then there's like a bunch of trainer cards or whatever, and it's like, I don't know. I still get kind of like hyped though when I see like the original types. You know, like they look so cool in their like retro.
I guess if you're going to collect
versions.
them, I guess more what I'm saying is like I would never spend like $100 or $1 million, like a huge amount of money on like a fucking Gen 1 Charizard.
Yeah,
I would
understandable.
Yeah.
That's
more what I'm saying.
Money,
that's
though,
more
like
what I'm
Logan Paul
pointing
money.
at. Because if you like Pokemon, that's totally fine. Because I feel like I might have just like pissed off our 5 audience members, all 5 of them. By
Don't leave us.
don't leave.
Don't listen to Derek. Pokemon's cool.
Pokemon's epic. I
Yeah,
really
they're
don't
all
like the
like-
scalping.
They're all like,
think
I
it's
used to like you
The
guys,
scalping,
but
is
then I was
insane.
I was listening to your pod while I was going on my way to scalp some Pokemon cards.
All 5 of our dude,
lost all faith
5
in
of our
you.
fans are scalpers, and they're gonna fuck. They're just gone. We lost them. Fuck.
Aalasteir,
they fled.
Aalasteir is standing outside your house with a shotgun. Him
How
and
dare
his,
you
his 5.
Oh shit, he
My
is
pride and
actually.
joy, which is my
He is our
How
5
dare you.
cards.
He is our 5 audience.
He's got 5 phones.
all-
He's on 5 different accounts.
Yeah, it's all Aalasteir on different accounts.
He's got 5 shotguns in your front lawn. Alright.
They're all pointed at Derek.
Speaking of
Saying that.
Aalasteir, he had a good question that I think
Beautiful transition.
is fun. What would make the funniest swap of protagonist and antagonist? So if you're gonna take them and swap them in a show,
In like a given series is what you're saying.
But,
So it's like
yeah,
Like roll
I think so.
Or like perspective switch.
or like look,
like put the antagonist in the protagonist spot and put the protagonist in the antagonist spot.
But I guess what I'm asking is they basically switch bodies and everyone recognizes them as the hero or the villain.
But they're the
no, I
same
think it's like a
character.
tonal shift. So it's like instead of like following, I don't know, what's an easy like Harry Potter. Instead of following Harry Potter, you have like you're following Voldemort or something.
But then he's still
And then,
the
like-
villain. That's
Yeah,
like a
he's still the
perspective
villain, but
switch.
you're like viewing him as like the protagonist, like as the like he's the main character, and then the antagonist is the good guy.
I think
I'm
it's,
confused.
yeah, I think it's just saying like you have Goku and you have Cell
Frieza.
or Frieza
Or
whatever.
Cell. Or
And,
not even B.
Or fridge.
Yeah, and you just switch them. So
It's a deeper
would-
question though.
what would make the funniest swap? So it'd be funnier to see
Oh,
the villain in like the hero party. Or I mean,
okay.
does that make sense?
Yeah, but it's like still the
So it's literally just switching places, but they're the same character essentially.
Yeah, so you're
Yeah.
still getting the villain character or the antagonist character.
everyone accepts them as like a hero, even though they're a villain character. Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I
don't
mean,
know.
like,
I'm
or
just-
like, are they just there and it's like, well, the villain's here now, or is it like
Let's kill
what
him.
Clay's saying, where it's a perspective switch, or is it they swap roles in the world, which is what I think it is.
Yeah, their roles are swapping,
yeah.
but they're the same
Okay.
character.
Okay. I think I get it now. Damn, this is really recent because I watched it, but that show Kanan, it's like a 12 episode Girls with Gun show that kind of ties into what we were complaining about before. Because I watched that show, man. It hinges entirely on you playing this Japanese exclusive adventure game that have you ever heard of Shibuya 428?
What?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was into it because it's a Type Moon, it's a
Tokyo
Type Moon anime.
7523. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I'm a dum-dum for never having heard of it or played it.
Yeah,
but,
you kind of are. Sorry, dude.
yeah. So they was made by Chunsoft. The Type Moon guys, you know, the guys who made Fate and Tsukihime and all that, they were like really into Chunsoft. So they were like, bro, we will totally make a side story that connects into this live action adventure game you're making that reviewed perfectly. It's one of the only Japanese games to get a perfect score. Nobody bought it or played it. And then they made an anime based off of the side story that Type Moon made called Kanan. It looked sick. It's like Arabian assassin chicks with guns having a showdown in Shanghai. The show makes zero sense unless you've played you read up on what happens in the game it's based off of. And they keep alluding to things that happen in the game. Whatever. But the villain is so fun. Even if you swap her with the main girl, it would have worked. The villain chick is the best. I only watched it for her, and there's like she barely does anything until like the last part of the show. You see more of her. Anyway, that's my answer.
Oh yeah.
No one's seen the show either. We should watch it.
I've never heard of it. You said a lot of
It was
words.
the one I was posting clips of on and showing you guys with all the crazy lines where the guy's like, she had such a great ass.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And there's another one where the guy's just straight up like, oh, I found me a baddie. It's like, damn, who wrote this? This is great.
That's awesome.
I have no idea what the fuck any of these characters are. The main girl is annoying as shit. Like it's like the show is called Kanan, but we spend most of the time not with her, she's way cooler. It's like the ditzy Japanese girl from the original game who is such a... I realized I said on the show. I forgot.
What?
He sucks. His main character sucks ass. She brings the show down every time she's on camera.
You just said it though. You said it like the fucking the guy in Napoleon Dynamite, like his cousin or whatever. It's like, Napoleon, are we allowed to say the are we allowed to say the R word on the show?
You literally said it.
It's true.
Show. It doesn't matter.
The character is so stupid.
Holy shit.
She's only the half the lines that come out of her mouth is just the main character's name. She just screams Kanan 50 billion times. If you compiled all of it, it would take up like 90% of the show. She just screams the character's name, and that's all the drama in the show, basically.
That's awesome. Sounds like High Guardian Spice, my favorite show.
The show does rock, but it's not perfect.
I'm trying to think what the fuck I would swap with. I guess like Helsing make the fucking literal Nazi. The
Nazis are the fucking protagonists.
They're that save the
guy?
racial purity. Fuck, I don't know.
Jesus.
The fuck would they do? They're fucking Nazis.
Derek, they would Cheshire smile at each other the entire time.
Oh, did they Cheshire grin? You know what? I'm on board. I don't know. I was trying to think of like a funny one. I mean, that one's just like absurd because it's awful. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of stuff that I was watching, or like, I was like, oh, what's like some good stuff? And I was like, Attack on Titan. But like, he plays the role of the villain.
The Titan.
Attack on Titan.
I want to put...
I would say,
He plays it's from the perspective of the colossal Titan that eats his mom.
Well, I mean, you get his perspective. Like, they explore all
later
that
on.
because it's...
I never got that far, but you're right.
But the whole thing is like, it's different sides, and like they change perspective a lot. The show, like the cruelty of war on both sides. Like, it's a really clever show. It's a good show.
I want to see Fire Lord Ozai in Team Avatar.
Not an anime.
That's wild.
I actually thought of that one too, though. That's why
Did he say it was specifically an animu?
No.
Yeah, you can do.
Whatever.
It's
I thought of the same one as you, Danny, though. That's why I'm salty.
Do you get to see him attack the Fire Nation attack?
Yeah,
And then-
Aang goes evil. He gets like a cool staff, and he's like, "I'm evil now." the pacifist monk. Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna go totally evil. And then luckily, Guitara.
slaps his ass and then he wakes up.
She doesn't even do anything. She just goes, "Oh, look out! The staff is evil." And then he goes, "The staff is evil," and he breaks it himself. Man, I was so on board for that movie, and it just got boring.
I got mine. I was gonna say One Punch Man, but I feel like they already. It's not that it already has been done, but I feel like there's a lot of people that fuck with what's his name, Garu, and kind of like make him like the underdog. But no, mine would be Yu-Gi-Oh with Kaiba and Yugi.
Wait, is it
Because-
Kaiba good?
Well, he's the antagonist. He's the constant rival. Yeah.
That'd
He's
be
a
like,
rival, but he's not.
that'd be like if
the
I
antagonist.
said Zuko, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Okay, I guess that's fair.
Like, it doesn't change that much, you know?
it's like it happens eventually.
You'd have
I
that
mean,
could
fuck
work
it.
if you do
Yugi,
season
Yugi
1.
and Bakura.
They're
then.
bad in season 1.
I feel like Bakura is more of the main bad guy.
Yeah,
towards the end of
Bakura
that
from
one.
Bakugan, right?
Yeah,
Bakura.
Bakugan, where they collect all the monsters. And they
The
turn them
villain
into
from
robots.
Bakugan in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, dude, what
Yeah.
what if Batum was the bad guy?
John Batum.
John Batum was the
damn
bad
it.
guy, and the person who put him on the island was the good guy.
You can never
That
get
would
away
be
with the
like,
show.
woo!
Yeah, we find out later that he's just like, yeah, I just put all these psychopaths on an island.
Wait. Somehow that reminded me with Batum specifically because the protagonist in that
Ooh.
show is trying to do
Wait.
his darnest to be Light Yagami. Would L count as a villain swap?
I was just about
L
to
is a
say
villain,
Death
though.
Note. Death Note would be an
Yeah.
interesting one. Because L
is technically the antagonist, right?
Yeah, he's
Oh, wait,
he's
sorry.
the good guy,
Light's-
but he is
Light's
the
the villain,
antagonist of the story.
Of Light's story, yeah.
Yeah,
But if you
so I think that
swap-
would be an interesting.
It doesn't change anything. Like,
It's the same show. It's
the same show.
I don't know. I feel like L would respond differently to the Death Note than Light would.
Yeah,
And
you'd
I
be
feel
like,
like
I'm gonna put all of my
gonna wear
high school
shoes.
bullies on there.
The first thing he does is kill his high school bullies.
Murders all of them.
yeah, he's
guys
like,
picked
I'm
on my
gonna
feet.
anybody who has a higher rank than me on League of Legends is their name is
It's just
going
the
in
most
this book.
petty gamer shit ever. He's got his toes out.
L would just become Batum guy then.
Yeah, yeah. Just becomes John Batum.
I don't know. It's,
I think Death Note's a good one. That could be fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna line with Death Note as well. I think Death Note's a pretty fun
the
one.
other Death Note, but cooler because it has mechs. Lelouch, Lamperouge, Britannia switches with his dad.
okay.
That'd be cool.
But Lelouch becomes the fucking world's villain. That's the whole big arc.
What if
He switches places with himself from the future.
what if it
So
was like
fucking stupid. It doesn't
wait, I got a good
Nothing
one.
change
changes.
anything.
Sword Art Online.
You
And
guys
then,
are just like
like-
putting a character in the other spot, and you're like, yeah, it's different now.
Yeah, no, Sword Art Online. You take the 38-year-old man who locks everybody in the game
Okay.
and place him in Kirito's slot, and then Kirito's the bad guy, right? And the reason why is because he's 14 and he's taking the dev's waifu, and then it's
Okay.
just like anime yandere dev, right? Like it's just like, you know,
I got one. Cowboy Bebop. Spike and Vicious. You switch them. Now you
What's
have.
that even change?
It changes because now you have the fucking shitty Netflix Bebop.
Is that what they
kind
did?
of.
They fucking gave Vicious like as much screen time as anyone else. And they killed the character because they gave him a backstory that was like, my dad didn't love me. When it became like a whiny.
doing crime because society made me do it.
My dad.
And on
my
top
Yeah,
of
in the
that,
live
Spike
action,
cucked me.
Vicious is played by the guy who voices Carl Weezer. That's why he sounded like that.
That would be a good swap. That would change the show.
That's a great swap.
Yeah.
Spike, do you know why I have to do this?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because Vicious is cool.
Why
and
are you still
Bebop,
alive, Spike?
Because you don't see
Why
him
won't
that
you
much.
come home, Spike?
And he's vicious, he's
And
scary.
he's like intimidating and stuff, and then like you give him all this, you take away that from him, and you give him all the, especially when you make his backstory corny as shit.
Spike,
like-
you might not know this, but my mommy beat me.
My dad never said he loved me. He would never play catch with me.
My dad would never put his golden goo in my asshole.
I mean, everything you're saying, that's canon to me in my head. For the Netflix show, at least.
Yeah,
I'm gonna blow my
Those are all lines said in the Netflix show.
pretty close.
Why we gotta record these when I'm like fucking delirious? Just saying
There's
this
just no
stupidest
alternative,
shit.
man.
That's
how
like
it
the
is.
theme of the show, though, is asking guys just on the edge of insanity hard-hitting questions.
Yeah,
about
just taking the
anime.
hottest of hot takes with like fucking no cognitive thought process
Yeah.
before it whatsoever.
No, but that's also the ultimate defense for when inevitably some like dumb nerd listens to this and makes their counter argument YouTube video and is like, well, actually, the 3-episode rule, guys, I kind of disagree. I think the Netflix Cowboy Bebop does in fact have its merits, and everything they said about Vicious getting peed on by his dad and with the golden goo is wholly untrue.
All right, so what you're saying? I have to go delete my video essay that I'm working on.
I knew it was you.
We don't have to.
I knew you were the mole.
It's in
You
the
were spy.
contract.
There has to always be one.
We all gotta make separate video essays disagreeing with each other and sow seeds of hate so that when inevitably we break up and have to split all our yacht money, and then like 10 years later we come back together and we're like, it was never about the anime money. It was
About the yacht.
always about
It was always about the money.
jerking each other off like bros.
It's always about the money that we all
It's
leave.
always about the money.
The non-existent money.
I love the idea.
Dude, as soon as
never
that
about the money.
dollar
It
hits
was
the
always
bank
about the
account,
money.
shit's gonna get wild. Let me tell
Is
you.
that $1 hits the bank account?
In 5 years,
Real quick. Yeah, I don't really get the question either. think
Wait, before
Derek's
though-
right. This question doesn't make sense. Sorry, Aalasteir.
No, wait, I got one. I think I got a legit one.
Okay.
I got a legit one. Wait,
Alright.
one last one. Dooku from Boku My Hero and switch him with the handsy guy, so the hands guy just has like a nice life with friends.
Beautiful.
The handsy guy? Oh, Shigeru
Hand,
Rigu.
what's his name?
Villain. Shigeru Rigu.
Shigeru something.
Yeah.
Hand guy.
Is it like Togeshi? Hold up. Shigeru.
Takeshi Kitano.
Shigeru Miyamoto.
Shigeru Miyamoto switched
Shigeru
places with
Miyamoto.
Deku. And then he makes friends at the Boku My Hero High. He becomes friendly rivals with Bakugo. He gets to fuck Gravity-chan.
Shigaraki, that's his name. Tomura
Yeah,
Shigaraki.
and he's like, damn, having friends is cool.
That's
my
wholesome,
life. And then-
actually.
That's
and then Dooku's like,
wholesome.
I ate all my tear, but I have no friends and nor have any idea how to use the all might power.
Dude, seeing
Fuck
Deku
me.
go down like the dark path of like because like he gets bullied the whole time and then like he's in that place, that's kind of a cool AU swap right there. I'm not gonna lie.
Marvel would do that shit all the time in the comics. Like, What If was the series where you'd explore stuff like that.
Yeah,
What if-
oh, that's actually kind of cool. I like that.
What
Oh,
if
but
Deku
also, speaking
was
of-
mean?
Oh, and then like you could have Shigaraki like he has to like go through that phase where he's like, oh, my power is like only for destruction. Like, how do I become a hero with this?
How do I
and then he
become
has
a
to
hero,
like
yeah.
and he has to like you know, kind of balance out that and like figure out a way to use his powers like positively. That's awesome, actually.
Or about like, I have this very destructive power, but I still choose to be good.
Yeah, he starts like instead of like using it on people, he starts using it like on the environment
On, like,
and
animals
shit.
first and then people.
Dude,
Animal then people. He just becomes a serial killer again.
What if?
Wait.
What if the professor did sugar and spice and everything nice and made Mojo Jojo? Do you think they'd fuck?
Yeah.
In the brain? Yeah, he'd give him brain.
It took me a second to understand what you were saying,
Professor.
Wait, hang on. Before like we bounce away from Boku My Hero, did you see the, speaking of, I just remembered this, the guy who voices Dooku in English.
Wait, didn't the professor make him?
The professor made Deku too, but he read like the apology email from that streamer guy who fucked all those bitches.
Oh my god.
Like got away with it.
Of course.
Yeah, I heard about that.
It was really funny. I forget the guy's name, but he has like, he cheated on his girlfriend with like a billion hot chicks from anime cons because he's like a hot guy. And then he posted this apology email like, I had to do it. You don't understand. My cock is so huge it can't just belong to one girl. Or that's not what he said, but the Deku guy read it in the voice of Deku. It was so funny.
That's fucking insane.
You should look it up.
God.
I'm not describing it accurately at all, but for real, he read word for word an apology, a YouTuber apology, DM, and it sounds so legit. He's doing the Deku voice. You're gonna see so much fun content if you haven't already getting made with that, and I think more voice actors should do that because
just read apologies. That's funny.
Not specifically YouTuber, like cringy YouTuber apologies, but I don't know that. What do you call it? Like, I guess it counts as slop, but you know, if it's battling against, if it's them doing it and it's not AI, I think that's good for Earth.
I think it's
good. It's drama slop, but it's not like it's human. It's human. I saw a comment on like it was like a fucking meme about like seeing like the worst take possible, but it's like art made by an actual person, and then someone in the comments was just like, yes, art made with real hatred like it always is supposed to be. Or something like that. Like, art made with real human hatred. That's
you know what, at this point in time, I'll take it.
I'm not gonna lie, I can respect it more than I can respect like the AI bullshit. Like,
yeah, it's got more value in that than just another AI slop nonsense. So there you go. I would say for any English voice actor working today, to combat the AI,
DMs.
Start making your own.
Just find the worst content, the worst DMs, and just read them out loud.
As everyone's favorite characters that we all know and love. It's a good bit. I like it.
Give us a leaked DM of this guy doing the Mojo Jojo voice.
Yeah, Professor, I want to give you head.
But I was too busy.
Professor, you don't understand. My cock can't belong to one person. Mojo Jojo's cock for everybody.
That's a good one. We'll share his cock.
Professor, if you are okay with sharing Mojo Jojo's cock, then we can get back together.
That's a real arc in the show, though.
Well,
what?
He made Mojo Jojo, if I remember right,
He
right?
did.
Like,
Mojo Jojo resents the Powerpuff Girls because he loves them more than him.
Well, so the place swap then would be that the professor falls in love with Mojo Jojo as his experiment, and then he he gives the girls up for adoption or something, and they come back as like villains.
Yeah.
Oh,
I could dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the idea of Mojo Jojo just being like babied the whole time.
Powerpuff Girls, bunch of edgelords, just like with knives.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just become the Switchblade sisters with superpowers.
They're just slitting their own wrists and shit. They're just being like fucking emo. Wait, there's like a emo version of them I remember seeing online. I don't know if that was canon or what that was from.
like full on like emo gothed out Powerpuff Girls.
It was kind of like that, but they were like
account.
they just looked like edgelords, kind of. I don't know if it was like fan art or something. It probably was fan art, but it looked kind of like in the style of the show.
Yeah, it's probably really dope fan art that like every e-girl uses as a profile picture.
Honestly, probably some of them.
We're the 3-episode rule. Remember to like so we could jam our noise straight into the algorithm. Subscribe and follow so you don't miss our next episode. Seriously, it's important. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time.